there, I'm Jill Wellington, and I want to show you how to make pattern paper. It's so much fun, it's so creative. I'm telling you, your imagination can take you to some really great places, especially with this project. These are some of the pattern papers that I made for Christmas a few years ago. Look at all the endless possibilities. Now to start this out, we're going to go up to File, and we're going to create the size of the paper that you want to use. This can be anything you want. You can make it square, rectangular, whatever size you need for your project. But I'm going to just start out with a photo that is actually the size of a photo. So I'm going to type in 5600 by 3600, and make sure your resolution is 300, and you can have your background on white. That'll work fine. Click OK. So this is actually the base for the paper we're going to be making. Now to create the pattern, we're going to go back up to File, go to New, and this time I always work with inches for the patterns. I don't know why, but really you're just going to switch that over to inches, and let's start out. Let's go ahead and do 1.5 inches. That's for height and width, and you do want this one to be the same size. You want it to be a square, and make sure it's the 300 resolution. Now we're going to create our design, our pattern in this little square, and whatever we put in the square is going to be repeated over and over onto our paper, which you'll see shortly. But you can have so much fun with this. You can decorate your little square any way you want, and let's make it easy. I'm going to start out, go up to your brush tool, and going into your brushes, I have downloaded a ton of these. They were free. They're brushes that are different flowers and different designs. Just do a search on Google for free brushes, free flower brushes, free snowflake brushes. There are a ton out there. Let's pick one of these that we would really, I've used just about all of them. Let's try this one. And we're going to pick the ink color in here, and I've chosen this hot pink. Now I'm going to enlarge my brush. Let's make it about this size. I'm going to try to center it. I'm just eyeballing it in the center, and that design comes up. Isn't that cool? Now let's introduce a different color. Let's just do purple. Click OK. And now I'm going to go up and get another brush, and just my solid circle brush. And I'm just going to put that here. You know, you can make up anything you want. Let's just try putting couple of purple dots around here. Just making this pretty quickly. So let's say that's our pattern. So to create the pattern, go up to Edit, go down to Define Pattern, and click on that. Now you can name this, but I don't really care because this is going to show up at the bottom of my pattern palette, so I don't even name it. I just click OK. So now you've created that pattern. Let's go back to our paper and click on your bucket brush, your bucket tool right here, and go up to the top and click. You see it says foreground. Click on this, and now you want to click pattern, and click on this right next to that. Go to the very bottom of your palette, and that's the one you just made. So click on that. Now anywhere in this paper, I just click with my bucket tool, and it's going to dump that pattern in. Isn't that amazing? So let's go in close. Look at how this repeated and created a really pretty pattern paper. That's cool, isn't it? So let's just try another one, another different method we could use. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to dump some white paint in here, just so I don't have to make a new one. I'm just making it easy for myself. So I dumped that paper in, and now I'm going to go back to this pattern, do the same thing, add a piece of paper, dump some white paint in. Now another thing that you can do is you can go online and find a lot of this type of, you can get clip art, you can use real photography, maybe a picture you took of a photograph. But what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to use this tool right here and make sure it's on the plus up here, and I'm going to outline and then click on Refine Edge to make sure that the edges look good, and you can click OK. Now click on this, and while holding down, pull this out of the palette, and using our Move tool, I'm going to go back in here and just drag this onto our pattern piece. You don't need this anymore, so click on out of it. Now I'm going to find the corner and resize it. Hold down on the Shift key to keep the dimensions correct. But I'm just going to keep making this smaller. Obviously, this was a high resolution piece, but there we go. But see, I'm going to put that in the middle and apply it. And now we can let's add a few more of these fun different shapes we have here. Oh gosh, let's just pick this one. And what color? We could maybe use the yellow. And to sample it, take your little eyedropper tool, go and sample the yellow that's actually in your project. And now I'm going to go ahead and just put some of these up in the corner. You know, just use your imagination. There are endless things you can do with this. It's just so much fun. I'm going to go ahead and sample some of this color. And let's just go up and I'm going to get another dot. I use these dots all the time. Yep, really simple. And now once again, let's go ahead and flatten this. Go up to Edit, Define Pattern. Okay, go back to our paper. Once again, we go to our bucket tool. Make sure it's on the pattern. Go to the last pattern that you just created. My favorite part is dumping it in and getting to see the final product. Isn't this just so much fun? So you can also add I did add a texture on this, so you can see that creates a different look. You could run an action on it, do whatever you want, and you're going to have endless fun with this project. Enjoy.